All right, all right, all right. What's up, good people? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. As promised, I am here. Please hit the like as you come into the building. Share this video. Hit them notifications. Also, sub to the channel if you're not a member too as well. I want to give a shout out to all of my subs, my day ones, and as well as my new subs too as well. I thank y'all for supporting me on my grind. Uh, and I thank you so much for being patient with me with the construction that's going on right now. As you know, you do have to tear some things down in order to build things back up. But nevertheless, man, I appreciate your patience. Brown Sugar, I see you in here. The lovely, beautiful 10 toes down Brown Sugar in the building. I see you in here, baby. Hope you're doing all right. True the King, man. What's up with it, man? What's good, man? Haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Hope everybody doing all right tonight, man. I'm gonna get into a couple of things. Uh, you know how I am. I'll be random, but it's been a lot of action over the last couple of days. Both college basketball for the men's and as well as college basketball for the women's and NBA. And we finna talk about all of it. Um, the first thing, man, that I gotta talk about, man, is you know, uh, Lizzo has had her fair share of ups and downs as an artist. Okay, please hit the like when you come in here. She's had her ups and downs as an artist. Um, some of it, she's brought on herself, but a lot of it, you know, a lot of people tend to criticize her. Some of it is fair, some of it is unfair. But she basically came out today with a post. Well, it wasn't today, but she basically posted on social media that she's quitting rap. She's tired of getting dragged and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to talk about that for just a second. Now, uh, she's a very talented individual. Not going to take anything away from her. Of course, people are the first thing that people are always going to criticize her about is um, when she was twerking it up at the game, and had was showing some skin at the game and all that other stuff. Among other things. Of course, people are going to criticize her about the weight, even though she lost a little bit of weight and everything. Uh, and then, of course, the situation that took place where she was, there was speculation of her talking to her assistants and being rude and verbally abusive to a lot of the people that work for her. Please hit the like when you come in here. Um, Me, myself personally, I don't think that she should. I don't think that she should quit rap. You know, um, you said Monday night is going to be fire. What's going to be fire about it, man? What's going to be fire about it? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We hadn't got to that yet. Lemon Pepper Lou. Make sure you go sub to our brother Lemon Pepper Lou. She's a very talented young lady, but when she started acting like rest of the Nutraz, it went downhill for her. Well, I don't really think anything has went downhill for her. She's been very successful. Um, it's funny. I there was somebody that came in there. I forget who it was, but they were laughing. But if she has that right to quit right now, if she wants to, and she got she got generational wealth. Now, we're not saying that she's a billionaire or anything like that, but she could actually quit and be all right for the rest of her life as long as she invests her money right. Then on top of that, you look at her success rate, and I know some people they may not see this of of importance, but you look at her success rate in comparison to someone like Nicki Minaj. She has actually more to show for it than Nicki Minaj does. The only thing that you could really say about Nicki Minaj, and the reason why I compare them to is because Nicki Minaj, uh, she she doesn't have she didn't win the award at the highest pinnacle. Uh, Lizzo did, and Lizzo was more of an independence in terms of being able to do her own lane and do her own thing instead of trying to find various beefs or clout chase and do all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And she was able to build her thing independent. And on top of that, she has 4 Grammys to her name. So if you look at her success rate, she actually got the last laugh. Oh, I'm talking about her character. You said LSU versus Iowa, then UConn versus USC. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna talk about it. It's a night for the ladies, Lou. Definitely so. Lemon pepper. It is definitely a night for the ladies, man. Said I'm talking about the character. She always was a clean cut girl. Now she changed, and then uh, right, the wars are fake. Who cares about that? To be honest, well, society does. Um, you know, that's what people they um, they yearn for that. People 9 times out of 10, like when people watch sports or they watch entertainment and stuff, they actually they enjoy the fake drama. And I say fake drama because look at look what the media is jumping on right now, Brown Sugar, with P Diddy, right? It's a prime example. They want to know the drama. Oh wow, Diddy this, Diddy that, right? Or they want to know what's going on behind the scenes, even with sports. Okay, like with sports, right? Yeah, they watch the game and everything, but look after the game, right? They're worried about Angel Reese getting into it with the coach, or they're worried about drama on the sideline. When it comes to these players and stuff like that. Like with the Jalen Green and Dre Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Houston is winning and everything. That's the basis for everything. But then you're talking about Jalen Green having 3 other babies and stuff like that. Then you talk about Draymond Green. Yeah, we know Draymond Green. He part of the Warriors and everything like that, basketball. But they want to see what kind of drama. You understand what I'm saying? So people yearn for it, whether it's fake or not. You understand? Oh, listen. At the end of the day, man, she got the right to do what she does. This isn't in reference to you, Brown Sugar, but I'm talking about just to everybody in general. She can actually stop right now. I think she's a talented individual. If she was, I think she could do like acting or whatever. But I don't know, man. Like when you get on social media, man, you open yourself up for everything. You know, she says that she's tired of getting dragged. Now, this is what I am gonna not exempt her from the smoke from. You know, you brought that on yourself. Look, when you put yourself out there on social media, you do this, you do that, or whatever. It's a field day. People are gonna have a field day. You know, yeah, you're gonna have your supporters, but you also gonna have your naysayers too, and you gotta be ready for that. The young and the restless are women of college basketball. Yeah, and I'm loving it, man. Listen, man, college basketball for women right now is it's a lot more entertaining, Lou. Me, you, and a brother like T. Price have really been on it ever since back in the days. We were probably the only ones, and Lamont talked about it here and there. Shout out to FYF, man. He talked about college basketball here and there, but other than that, I haven't really seen. James touched on it here and there, but other than that, you really didn't see. Ticket talked about it. College basketball. Sometimes he would have a channel dedicated to talking college basketball. But now that we gonna stop talking about Lizzo for a second. Let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty for real, for real. All right, now we do got LSU and we have Iowa. This is what the media wanted. This is what the media wanted. Okay, the media wanted this. They wanted Angel Reese and Kaylin Clark, okay, and LSU and Iowa. They wanted that whole rivalry right there because it's good, it's entertainment. Of course, they wanted the best player right now in college basketball. In college basketball, Juju Watkins. Can't say enough. Not taking anything away from South Carolina. I don't think that South Carolina, this is just my opinion. I don't think South Carolina is going to win it this year, Lou, and Brown Sugar. I don't think that South Carolina is going to win it this year. Okay? These girls are too hungry. And then you also have a potential, you have a shakeup that could happen. You have a thing where Juju Watkins could actually end up going to the actual finals as a freshman and catapulting both Angel Reese and Kaylin Clark at the same time. And look, let me make this clear. I don't have nothing against Kaylin Clark at all. I think she's a phenomenal player and everything. But we all know damn well she cannot play in the NBA. Okay, we know that. I don't trust the NCAA. And man, well, look, man, hey, Lou, I understand, brother. I know, man. You know, I don't like when you do that, man. For real, bro. You always because man, you make me not even want to watch it, man. Because you be like, yeah, man. Like this is rigged and that's rigged, man. Look, can I live my fantasy? Can I live my earth, wind, and fire for a moment? Look, I knew wrestling was fake. We knew Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, you know what I'm saying, wasn't really beating the shit out of each other for real. But damn, man, I was a little kid trying to enjoy it, man. I'm like, the little kid is coming out of me right now. Come on, Lou. You said that's all I've been watching college basketball. I'm very excited about the late. Of course, Brown Sugar, she know the game. You said, well, I love South Carolina because that's where most of my family, I love the game. Whoever, when I'm part of the late. Listen, I like Dawn Staley. I like what she's doing. I just, I just don't think that. See, they came in there last year, and everybody expected them to win and stuff. I was one of them. I expected South Carolina to win, but out of nowhere, LSU, and now they have a heated rivalry. You have rivalries going on everywhere. You have the Iowa and you have the LSU rivalry. You got the Kaylin Clark versus uh, Angel Reese. Then you got South Carolina and LSU, but they got to actually make it because they're in different regions. So, I mean, I'm excited to see this, man. And if okay, this is gonna come down to it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be closer than what it was because we got to remember that when they played each other last time, uh, Iowa got blown out, and the thing it's gonna be relatively easy because it is gonna come down to coaching. Coach Mulkey, I don't think she's getting enough credit for how she coaches them. You know what I'm saying? She's a solid coach. I know she could be kind of controversial and a little over the top and everything. And I don't look at the caring thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to like Pat Summit, you know what I'm saying? Even though she, a different color and everything, God rest her soul. But it didn't take away from how she was as a coach. She's a really good coach. Now, do I think that she's on the level of a Pat Summit? No, I don't. But she definitely is a phenomenal coach, man. And you have you have a rivalry that is gonna really it's gonna have a lot of people looking at it. Look, man, I know I got Duke and NC State. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm really shocked that we beat Houston, but the only reason we beat them is because Shed had went down with that sprained ankle. So the fact that he went down, we I don't want to say that we were lucky or anything like that, but they needed Shed, and we definitely that was a close call. But this is gonna be a good, really good um, next couple of days. Well, on Monday and this next like couple weeks or so that's going down, man. I really want to see this, man. I wish it was like I wish that like they would just hurry up and just get right to it, you know, because let me see, cause it. Hold on, I had to look at something real quick. I know one thing though. They're gonna shut. I think Kaylin Clark is gonna do good, but I don't think she's gonna do as good as what she's been doing. She might get her buckets and everything like that, but for some reason, I feel like she's scared. She's scared of LSU for real. Like they have her number. Like she's shaking up when she sees LSU because see, Angel Reese, man, like she's taking a step back this year, but she turns it on at the right time of the year. She turns it on at the right time of the year. um, Angel Reese, man, she's special, man. I think that when it comes to Angel Reese, I don't think she's as talented as a Juju Watkins, but just her mentality. She's got a mentality of a Cheryl Miller, of a Candace Parker. Like she wants to win by any means necessary, and that's what's keeping her in. That's what's keeping her in it, man. And she's good for college basketball. Um, I got LSU winning the game. I got them winning the game. You said no Angel Reese slander will be tolerated. Salute to you, Arcade. Nah, well, man, look, bro. Everybody got their own opinion. You know, do I think like sometimes some of the stuff that she does is unnecessary? Yeah, I do. But that's what makes her who she is. She's a fierce competitor. She won last year. LSU is the defending champs, man. They're the defending champs, and people have to understand that. They really were playing on. Listen, they had a horrible. I'm not saying they didn't have a horrible season, but this season they went through their trials and tribulation. They were ranked ninth. They were ranked at one point. They were down. I think they were ranked like 12th or 13th or something like that. They were ranked pretty low, but then they shot back up. I think they went up to like ninth. And then what's it called? Angel Reese, her stock had dropped. I did a video on it. You know what I'm saying? But now she's starting to turn it on at the right time. It seems like when the chips when the chips are all on the table and they're actually playing for something. I think that's when she tends to turn it on. That's when she tends to turn it on. Juju Watkins, man, you could have, like I said, you could have a potential where Juju Watkins could end up just being in the finals and beating everybody. You know what I'm saying? As a freshman, because to me, Juju Watkins right now, hands down, she's the best. She's the best woman in college basketball right now. Okay, she's the most NBA ready right now, WNBA ready right now, because she's a total package. She's a total package at her young age. Now she didn't shoot particularly well from the field tonight, but she still had 30 points. She got everything at the line. She pretty much got everything at the line. She had 30 points and everything, but she could have shot a little better, but it doesn't take anything away from her. She's still a tremendous. She's an imposing. She can rebound. She can handle the rock. She knows how to play make. You know, she's crafty. She got all the tools necessary or whatever. She could shoot like a Caitlin Clark. She got a mentality. Like and she don't even need to do all that talking. She just goes out there and quietly just does her thing or whatever. So I think that's what and she don't have nothing but time. She don't have nothing but time. She don't have nothing but time, man. So and nobody's even really talking about South Carolina, but South Carolina, you still got to watch out for them. Now, I'm not rooting. I'm not saying I'm rooting against South Carolina or anything like that, but I just don't. I don't see it happening again. But of course, they could come in and prove me wrong. South Carolina is they haven't lost for a reason, but they was undefeated last season too, and look what happened. Look what happened. So I'm anxious to see what is really going to take place. I kind of know what's going to happen. Um, I want to see South Carolina face any of those teams. It would be a good final either way. If you have South Carolina and Iowa, I would enjoy seeing that. If we saw South Carolina versus LSU, I would enjoy seeing that. And then, of course, um, Juju, Juju being in there, man. What's up, Cypress, man? If we see, if we see Juju, because right now, like I said, I don't see nobody. Man, she got moves, man. She got the total complete package, man. And but Angel Reese, man, she smells she smells blood. You know what I'm saying? She smells blood. She really smells blood, man. So we definitely gonna see what happens, but everybody's gonna sit up there and they're gonna shame both all the women. They're gonna talk down. They're gonna say what they can. They're gonna shoot up props to Kaylin Clark like she's the savior and all this other stuff, you know, but she's really not. They talking she committed to the Olympics, but we all know who the best woman in college basketball is. We all know. We all know. And I'm glad they keeping her under the radar. Yeah, but they don't see it that way. They don't see it that way. You know, that's they want to do everything that they can to try to okay, listen, because they'll say all this stuff about what they'll do is they'll talk about Juju just a little bit, and and when they talk about Angel Reese, they talk about her in a negative light. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Kaylin Clark, they'll sit up there. Oh wow, Kaylin Clark, she could play in the NBA and all this other nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, I just laugh at stuff like that. Or you know, everything is under a big microscope when it comes to Angel Reese. Like when she got into it with her coach. That's why I put that post up there. I'm like, that's not with the Bruins coach. Man, I've seen much worse. Shoot, there's been players and altercations after the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything they do is it's under like this big microscope and stuff. But oh, you know, she's like what's her name? Kaylin Clark could do no wrong. And look, I don't want to like Kaylin Clark. You know, she's a young female just trying to do her thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's her fault or whatever. It's the media fault for doing the stuff that they do. But we all know who's running college basketball right now. And Cheryl Miller, she did something tonight because what's it called? USC hadn't been. You said that's not new. They got to tear down the Great Blacks. Yeah, but you know what though? I could see Juju just because college, women's NBA, WNBA and stuff. Think about it, Brown Sugar. That's why, like on my channel, man, I give love to the females, man. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody really, like it's like when you talk about the WNBA or you talk about women's college basketball, whatever, whatever. Hey, newsflash: the ratings for college women basketball at one point was blowing the NBA out of the water. I hope people really realize that. But then when you come back to the NBA or you come back to college basketball, guess what? They always talk about all this stuff about NBA being too soft or it's being too boring or you know all they do is shoot threes and stuff like that. But then you get to the college women's, it's filled with dramaticism. People like that competitive edge that the NBA is kind of missing. Because when you get to the NBA, all people do is just talk about LeBron. I could play that game too on here all day. Just sit here and just talk about LeBron 24/7, 365. You know what I'm saying? I could do the same thing if I really wanted to, but to me, that shit gets on my nerves. What's up, Alex? It gets on my nerves. Talking about the same thing over and over again. Nah, let's talk about some other drama. Let's talk about we already know. Look, if the Lakers don't make it, I can guarantee you there's gonna be more media attention about them if they don't make it when they do. And this ain't no knock to the Warriors. I know Alex just came in here, but like for the Warriors, for an example, if the Warriors don't make it, they'll still be talking about Steph, or they'll be talking about Draymond and stuff like that. When you got other teams in here, you know, uh, that's why like you can't listen to a guy like Skip when when he literally looked at Orlando like they not like they not a scary team. That tells you that he really don't pay attention. He really doesn't even pay attention to what's going on. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I really do want to see. I want to see this showdown, man. I think it's gonna be one for the ages, especially when we talk about But let me get started with. Let me talk about the men though. The men's NCAA, it's been pretty good over the weekend. There's been some really good games. All of them pretty much were upsets. I think with the exception of the Purdue game, all of them were upsets. Orlando Magic going to the playoffs. I'm rooting for the Rockets. So you're not rooting for the Spurs? Y'all actually, y'all won last night. Y'all could have a chance, Cypress. Oh, you think UConn gonna win it all? Yeah, I mean, look, bro. Yeah, that kind of messed up everything for bracket. And look, I rooted against my team. Yeah, I know, man. I'm just messing with you. But the reason why I said that, man, is because y'all beat New York yesterday, and Victor Wembanyama had 40 and 20, and Jalen Brunson put up 61, and Victor Wembanyama threw the ball into the stands. Oh man, for those people that doubt Victor Wembanyama, man, that dude's coming, man. The neck, man. Why everybody want to, man? Look, I knew somebody was gonna say that, man. Yeah, man. He do look like, but it's just because he looked like him, though, man. They look just alike, except what's his name got dreads. Hey, Cypher, don't that nigga look like on NC State? Don't he look like Zebo, man? I gotta tell my cousin you said that, Alex, man. Cause he know Zach Randolph, man. Oh man, that nigga look just like that nigga though. Man, let me leave that nigga right now. Alex. That nigga look just like that nigga. But he do, nah, the nigga be hooping, man. Hey, you know what though? He remind you of one of them niggas like he probably go everywhere, you know what I'm saying, be chilling and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, hey, DJ, you want to hoop with us? He probably just don't really feel like hooping, but then he'll come out there, bust some tails for a little bit, or pause, and then get back into the car and light one up, you know what I'm saying? And then be ready, you know, go shower up real quick and then go hit the club and, on some shit. He'd probably be one of the bouncers and shit like that. That nigga be, you know, he remind you of Ron Artest. Ron Artest, Meta World Peace. Nah, but I don't think you know what? I don't think they're going to beat us, though. But you know what? We're not that strong. We ain't that strong this year. And look, we lucked up yesterday. Like I said, man, Shed was the guy that I saw. I think Shed would be a solid NBA player. But man, him getting injured though, man, that hurt H-Town, man. That hurt him bad. They still had a chance to win it though. Dude, he reminds me of Yao Ming. Oh man, Yao Ming. Nah, but okay. So who y'all got winning though? Okay, I know Cypress said UConn, but Alex, who do you have winning though? Who you got winning the whole thing, man? Both with the ladies and the men's. Who you got, man? What's your prediction? Cause we in the elite now, man. Yeah, DJ Burns, man, he definitely, you know, he got game. You got Purdue winning the whole thing? You know, somebody else said Purdue too. But what about with the women? You said Alabama to the Final Four for the first time in its history, taking out Clemson. Salute to you, Gunners, boss. Yeah, Bama. Hey, but Bama is a squad, man. You got to realize, Bama, man, and that shows you don't even watch the game, Cypress. You talk about DJ Burns remind you of Ron Artest. How the hell he remind you of Ron Artest? He more like Zebo, man. Because I could see the comparison because he's left-handed. He ain't really all that fast. You know, Zebo had that big body like that. You talk about Ron Artest, nigga. What the hell? Nah, yeah, but Zebo actually had post moves though. And you talking about you don't watch college basketball, women's basketball, nigga? You better wake up. Shit. Everybody been watching Juju Watkins. Hell, Juju Watkins will give you buckets, man. She'll blow right past you, Cypress. Light you up. You said women South Carolina easily they blow out everybody. But they said that last year, man. They said that last year, and guess what happened? They ran into LSU. I think Juju Watkins right now, shoot, shit. Hey, Juju Watkins could beat a lot of men right now. I don't know if she could beat Cypress though. I think Cypress could probably get her or whatever. You probably have to Crimson Tide. Hold on one sec. Yep. Yep. Alabama, man. Alabama is in it, bro. Nah, that's all I've been paying attention to is women's for the most. I've been paying attention to the men's, but the women's, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Everybody wanted to see this right now. It went exactly where people wanted to see you, and that's Iowa and LSU. So it's been a lot of parity, man, and that's what I like. Um, that's what we are pushing for right now is parity. People want to see parity. People tired of seeing the same teams in there and everything. You like for teams to get knocked off. You know what I'm saying? I know I do. I love seeing Cinderella teams make it. Like that year, I was thinking about that year that Florida Gulf Coast. What was that? That Florida Gulf Coast or whatever. When they made it, yeah, Baycott, man, he can't keep up with what's it called? I like that rivalry. And listen, Baycott got threatened. Hey, Cypress, you know Baycott was getting threatened, man, online because of the gamblers. You know they bet on UNC, and all of these people were angry that he lost. He lost them a whole lot of money too. You said Gunner's boss. You said gotta respect coach inability of Nate Oates. He railed this team back from double digit. Down goes War Eagle. Legend voice. Respect. Yep. Nate Oates. Wow. So now, man, we pretty much got, man, we got us, man, anybody can win right now. It threw my bracket off, man. Like somebody, because a lot of these teams I didn't expect to go nowhere. I was kind of iffy. I didn't even choose my team. Like because I didn't think like with Duke, I didn't think we could beat a team like H Town, especially with Shed on there or she, like whatever however you want to pronounce it. But I'm loving this, man, and like I told Brown Sugar, you said UConn will repeat. They might. Salute to you, Angelo. They might, man. They might. The way that things are going right now, I did say UConn because I said it's probably gonna be UConn and it's probably gonna be H-Town. I said between UConn and Arizona, but Arizona got knocked off. And then H-Town. But now I'm gonna ride with my team. I'm gonna ride with Duke, man. I'm riding with them all the way. I'm riding with them all the way. Not, I ain't taking anything away from anybody else, but yeah, man. This has been pretty good. But I don't know, man. If he lost like maybe like just a few pounds and he just gotten better. Not, I'm just trying to maybe see if he could play at the NBA level because I'm looking at DJ Burns right now. You said my Tar Heels was very disappointing. I was just talking about that, Angelo. I was just talking about that, man. Listen, Baycott, man, everybody, getting on him and stuff, but it wasn't all Baycott's fault. Armando Baycott had been balling the whole entire season. Um, do I have him top 5 in the draft? Yeah, I do. But there is a guy that I think is better than Baycott, and that's I think his last name is Day. Yeah, it's an African cat, man. Number 1, he played for Oregon. I think he's a lot more athletic and a lot more agile than Baycott. But it was disappointing. But it wasn't all on Baycott, man. If we're gonna throw anybody in there, I mean, you're gonna have to throw in there R.J. Davis too. You said Coach Hurley is doing a tremendous job at UConn. They are the team to beat in South Carolina over LSU for the women. That's a good prediction. But for some reason though, I don't see it happening. Listen. I'm gonna say this right here. Right? If LSU beats Iowa and they beat whoever, let's say if they run into USC or whatnot, and they beat them, and then they run into South Carolina and they beat them again. You looking at Angel Reese, you got to put her as one of the best top college basketball players to ever do it. And the team of LSU because they beat 2 rivals 2 years in a row. Okay, let me repeat that. LSU, if they beat Iowa and they come and they beat South Carolina again, they beat 2 rivals 2 years in a row. That's unquestioned right there. That marks your legacy right then and there. And then Angel Reese coming down like her being able to go through trials and tribulations and battle back because she's been battle tested this season. They're the champs for a reason. I had to realize like, okay, wait a minute. LSU are the champs. You said Iowa don't have a team. They have Kayla Clark, Angel Reese. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. You right. You right about that, man. Because the thing about it is like when I look at Kaylin Clark, as good a shooter as she is, she could still be shut down. You could shut down a shooter. Shooters can be shut down, man. It's not like you can't. Some of the best have been shut down. Steph Curry has been shut down. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Kevin Durant has had his struggles here and there. Now, is it a lot of times? No. But what do you know about some players like that? When you run them off a lot, it tends to get difficult for them. But even though Steph Curry, he's still versatile to get in, and he's crafty, and so is KD. But we also got to look at the fact that how long LSU is they got size on their team, and it's not just Angel Reese on there. It's a counterpart on there too. They got a squad, man. And she is just different, man. She just got a different mentality, man. That nigga look just like, man. He looked like Zach Randolph though. He got me thinking about that now. Alex do. Yeah, but man, I'm excited to see it, man. I hope. For some reason, man, you know what? I hope, man. I hope Juju Watkins come out of everything, man. Though I just want her to shock the world, man. I want her to shock the world. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think Juju Watkins could end up shocking the world, man. You said you don't want to watch. You don't want to waste too much time and too much energy. Just concentrate on the rest of the team. Don't let them best you. She can't do it all by herself. Yeah, that's facts. I don't like the way they doing this Iowa LSU rivalry. They're making a black and white thing. Well, nah, you know what? Nah, I mean, yeah, they are, but at the same token, LSU won. They beat them. They beat them last year. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're gonna try to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna push that narrative. They've already been doing it this year because they'll be like Kaylin Clark this, Kaylin Clark, and I want to make something clear. Uh, with me, I'm not looking. I don't try to do that. I know this girl is out there just playing basketball, man. She's a tremendous player, Kaylin Clark. But I don't like when they make capping statements talking about, oh yeah, Kaylin Clark could play in the NBA. Well, damn, shoot, what you think? Juju Watkins could play in the NBA before she could? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they do have a real connection, uh, Brown Sugar. Yeah, you talking about all this? Oh yeah, what's the name? Kaylin Clark could play in the NBA. Man, Juju Watkins is taller. Juju Watkins actually got more moves. Juju Watkins can actually shoot in the mid range. Juju Watkins can actually get in the paint. She could actually rebound, and she could play make and she got a handle, and she could do everything that Kaylin Clark can and more. So why not say that she could play in the NBA? You see what I'm saying? Man, they get on TV, they'll say anything, man. But I'm not taking it. Hey, look, we don't take that and run with any of them narratives around here, man. Talking about she could play in the NBA. Man, she would be breakfast, lunch, and dinner all day. But yeah, man, I like the rivalry. Me myself personally, I like the rivalry because that's kind of what they did back in the days with the Duke and Michigan rivalry back in the days with the Fab Five and all that. You said back Magic and Bird say the NBA, Angel and Kaylin is doing the same thing for women's basketball. You said, why isn't Juju getting more national recognition? Because she's a freshman. What's up with it, T Price? I see you in the building, man. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie Old Head Podcast with T Price. Now look, no, okay, listen. I think Angel and I think Kaylin, they are gonna do the same thing for basketball with the WNBA. But see, Juju Watkins, listen, that's why you have this channel right here. That's why you have, guys in the LWC that's going to talk about her. I'm going to talk about her. I'm going to talk about Juju Watkins. I'm always going to give her props because they know what's shaking on the internet. They know who's talking about it. They're going to come down here. They're going to come down here and they're going to try to dance with us. Around here, she's going to get pushed. Angel Reese is going to get pushed. Not taking anything away from Caitlin Clark. They talk about her all the time. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason, Angel Reese, of course, is all on social media and everything. But when they talk about Juju Watkins, they'll talk about her here and there, but they'll say USC or they'll talk about some silly stuff about how guys talk about her on social media or something like that. They don't really get into the essence of basketball like they do with Caitlin Clark. They focus in on her, on how she moves without the ball and how far she can shoot and what type of record she's accomplished. Well, wait a minute now. Juju Watkins has broken records this year. She's been breaking records since high school. You know? So, that's what I'm saying, man. Juju Watkins, right now, hands down, she's got the total package right now, and she's just a freshman. And the fact that you know what I'm saying, you got a freshman on here, she could do something that's tremendous. I wouldn't mind Juju Watkins being in the finals, and if she went up against a tall task like a South Carolina and actually ended up shocking the world and beating the South Carolina man, oh, I guarantee you they wouldn't even say anything about Caitlin Clark. They'd be all on Juju Watkins. And that's what I want to see. I want to see that. T Price knows how I get down. I'm not just gonna talk about them, man. We gotta show love. Look, I sound like man. I shouldn't even say a name. Brown Sugar and T Price and everybody up in here. I shouldn't even say Cuba Gooding Jr. I'm gonna get on my boys in the hood. Hey, what about some of these ladies in here? Let these ladies eat first. Like your boys on the hood and shit. All right, talking about Rocket, is Udoka the second best coach in the NBA behind Spo? Juju is the truth. Listen, all right, let's go ahead and let's get on the NBA right now. Ime Udoka. Not now the best the best coach right now, or who's the coach of the year, is Orlando's coach. He's in running Jamal, and also uh, Coach Dvault. I forget his name. The coach for OKC. Him and uh, if I had to get a third guy, man, who's in there, that's kind of tough, man. The third guy. I would even say Rick Carlisle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's doing a great job with Indiana. I think he's doing a good job with Indiana. I already talked about Joe Mazzulla. I don't like the way Joe Mazzulla is doing some of the stuff that he's doing. You know, I think there was a lot of winnable games that they could have got, but they're taking those teams that I just mentioned. They have made significant turnarounds. When you talk about yeah. The coach from Minnesota, I forgot. The coach from Minnesota, he's doing a good job too. Yeah, based on what they play with. Yeah, but okay. Ime Udoka, I think the only coach that ever got coach of the year was Doc Rivers, and the reason why I'm talking about the only coach that got coach of the year and didn't make the playoff. It was Doc Rivers, and that was when he coached the Magic. They didn't make the playoffs that year. They were 41-41. So Ime Udoka could actually end up doing something like that and actually have a better record. But the only difference is that they got the whole play-in thing and all that other stuff. And let's say they just end up missing the playoffs. He could actually have a case because of how poorly they started, and then with all the drama and the turmoil that went on and stuff. But for some reason, I feel like Houston is really they're gonna catch. They have a chance to catch Golden State. They might. The Magic might send somebody home. You said Boston don't want to see my Miami Heat, and hey, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that right now. You said Orlando Magic coach should be MVP in my opinion. Won't be mad at OKC coach of the year. I agree with Rick Carlisle. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, you got to look at the turnaround of these teams. Orlando Magic, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just used to look at them like Skip Bayless was on TV a couple of days ago looking at who y'all was fitting to play T Price like the Lakers. And they were like, oh, yeah, that's a winnable game. Well, are you talking about the Orlando Magic? You can't be. And then to get back to what you were saying, what's up with it, J-Dog? I see you in the building, bro. Okay, you said Boston don't want to see Miami. That is a fact right there. The biggest threat to Boston is Miami. You're right about that. Okay, and I've already talked about that. Paul Pierce had said that. Him and KG, they both said that on the podcast. I had already talked about that. Yes, that is the truth. They and also, T. Price had just brought up Orlando. See, when you talk about the Heat and you talk about Orlando, ain't nobody looking at Cleveland. Nobody's even talking about Cleveland. Like, nobody's even talking about them. How you feel about Houston going home without a shed in? Yeah, I just talked about that earlier, T. Price. I said, man, listen, we won the game, but I'm gonna tell you something, no, T. Price, man. That could have, man. Shed was if they had Shed, man, we'd have been in trouble. I'm gonna just be real with you because hey, T. Price, I chose H Town. If you go back and well, damn, you can't play the chat or whatever, but on your chat, I was telling everybody I had H Town. I've been screaming H Town, but now I'm riding with Duke, man. I got to ride with my squad. But yeah, Miami Heat are the biggest threat. They're not only Orlando and Miami are not only a threat to Boston, they are a threat to the Bucks. And the Bucks, as of late, they have not been playing that good. People are really starting to question the Bucks right now. They haven't been playing that good. You said the Knicks destroyed Cleveland last year. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen this year, though, J-Dog. I don't think that's going to happen this year. Not this year. Yeah, Cleveland, man, you talking about Garland. You still have Jared Allen, who I really want in Philly. You know, Garland back. They needed Garland. I think he's a very slept on traditional playmaking point guard. You know what I'm saying? You said Cavs. Cavs could win a series or two. Shit, Cavs could mess around, man. I don't know, man. Cavs is scary. I don't be trusting Donovan Mitchell like that, though. You said facts. Me too. I picked on number one seeds. Might get right. Hey, and listen, T. Price. With the exception of the Purdue, within the last few games, it's been nothing but upsets. Nothing but upsets. Hell, you got Alabama getting ready to go in that thing, man. You got Latrell Sprewell school finna get up in there. You say Cavs are good this year and went under 3 radar. Wow, NBA media. Yeah, of course they did. But I already know where you're going with that, man. It's like when LeBron leaves these teams or whatever, they don't talk about him no more. I know that's what you finna say. Go ahead and get it out of there, man. I know that's what you want to get out of y'all system. Y'all want to do yeah, we gotta have at least a couple minutes of LeBron bashing. You said I don't know, fam. Yeah, man, I don't try I like Mitchell, man, but now I will say this about Mitchell: his shot selection and his shooting has gotten a lot better. Before that, him and Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell was even worse. He was a volume scorer and he shot horrible. He shot a horrible percentage, man. You said I don't know if Jared Allen and Mobley and let Mitchell Robinson punt them. In the playoffs. Well, I mean that was last year, but maybe Jalen Brunson. But see, it just depends on who's gonna meet up. You know what I'm saying? Who they gonna match up with? You know what I'm saying? But listen, the Cavs really ain't under. Listen, the Cavs ain't under no pressure. Indiana ain't under no pressure. It's the Bucks that are under pressure. Because people are looking at, okay, Giannis and Dame, they got to get it done or whatever. And of course, Doc. And then, of course, the Celtics. Everybody got them under pressure because they failed to get over the hump. They made it to the finals last year. They didn't get it done. Then the year before that, they said that they were going to do it. They didn't do it. Then the year before that, you know what I'm saying? They've had Jalen and Jason Tatum on there for a while, and people are itching for a championship over there in Celtics Nation. Yeah, you was. Yeah, you was, T. Price, man. I know you was. I know what you were getting at, man. But I'm thinking the same thing, though. When he left Miami, then nobody really talk about it no more. Oh, shit. Miami's in the finals without LeBron? And then, Cleveland. Oh, shit. Cleveland in the playoffs without LeBron? Like I said before, it's going to be. I just subscribed to the channel. I will catch you next stream. Going to pick up my wife from work. All right, Angelo Bell. Thank you for stopping through. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. But it's like when he leave or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really tired. Now you notice a whole lot. I notice a lot of people, like I'm excluding you, T Price, because you're a real trill Lakers fan, even before LBJ had got there. But I noticed a lot of people done flocked over to the Lakers fans that used to be Cavs fans or used to be Miami fans. I'm not sold on Mobley. I question his motive. Nah, man. Mobley did have he's been up and down. See, Mobley actually was better. Mobley was better his rookie year and his second season, man. But he had some injuries that set him back. But I've always liked Mobley. I think with what's it called, with Jared Allen being there though, it complements him quite well. But I like Mobley though. Yeah, his first season, man. His first 2 seasons, man. That dude right there, man. Because then and he had more room to operate. You know what I'm saying? That was before Jared Allen had got there. You got to think, he was by himself, and then Jared Allen he had came over from Brooklyn, and damn, I wanted Jared Allen in Philly, man. I wanted him in Philly. But yeah, I know Brown Sugar, but y'all got to get it done. They got to get it done this year. And listen, at first, Brown Sugar, I was all like, yeah, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and stuff like that. But the reason why I did make that video about Joe Mazzulla, comparing him to Ime Udoka, is because you really see the loophole in both of those guys. The thing that has to concern you about Joe Mazzulla is if he's going to be able to really get it done in the postseason. Ime Udoka don't have no problem with that because Ime Udoka is used to being deep in the playoffs, being in the finals, winning championships. He's used to that. And Joe Mazzulla, while he's great, he's a great offensive coach. You got to remember, man, that the game slows down, and people they're talking about all this offense, and I know people are all like, "Well, man, they don't play defense no more." Yeah, they do. They still play defense, especially in the playoffs. If they really want to win the game, oh yeah, defense is going to be played. Rebounds are going to happen. The game is going to slow down. So you can't just be heavily relied upon on offense. That's why the Warriors, teams like I always go back to the Warriors. Like, see with the Warriors, Everybody always like, oh yeah, man, it was all Splash Brothers and stuff like that. No, it wasn't. The Warriors, were always when they were winning championships, they were always in the top three or sometimes the top defense in the league too. He said, "Don't count us out." You hear me? Listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this, Sugar. If y'all run into Miami, a team like Miami or Orlando, a team that's hungry, or y'all, let's say y'all do happen to meet up with the Indiana, y'all gonna be under a lot of pressure. Cause Indiana's gonna be their mouth is gonna be watering because they're waiting to play a team like that, and they're ready to. I don't think that the Celtics could run with Indiana, a team like Indiana. I don't think that they could run with a team like Miami that like to get up and down. And Porzingis, as good as he's been, he can't keep up with a guy like Bam. Bam is a solid defender, and he don't mind giving up a couple of inches. That's not gonna phase Bam at all. That's not gonna phase Bam at all. But I'm not gonna completely count y'all out or anything like that because I do like Jaylen Brown. I like Tatum too, but to and y'all got Drew Holiday too. Y'all got Drew Holiday and you got Derek White. You know what I'm saying? Who's a real good defender. So y'all could mess around, man, and make some noise. Now championship, that remains to be seen because right now the way that Denver just came in there like it was a pretty much an everyday thing. Like it just another day at the office when they beat y'all. And like right now if I have to be able to look at a team like a Denver and then look at another team and be like, okay, they actually can match up well with Denver. I have to look at, and I haven't seen any team like that right now in the league. That's what I keep telling people. People think I'm crazy for saying something like that, but it's the truth. I don't see anybody matching up with Denver like that. That's what I told a couple of the guys on Ticket Stream. Until you can get me a team where you got five to six, I would say between 5 and 7 guys that can put up uh, at least 20, don't have no connection, and it shows every time they play. Oh man, that's fact, Sugar. That's facts. But who knows, Sugar? They could come out, but see, that's the thing about y'all too. Y'all also surprise a lot of people too. Y'all will come out. Next thing you know, I know it would just go to state, but y'all come out blowing out a team by like 52, and then the next day or the next few games you beating a team by like 30 or something like that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Where this come from? But then you had those games where it's like, damn, y'all lost to these guys, you know what I'm saying? And it can't be like that. It's gotta be like consistent, like with Denver. Like when Denver loses, it's like, damn, Denver actually lost. or they're losing to like they're losing close. They trying to outdo each other. Yeah, and I think it's time for Jaylen Brown to go ahead and go. I think it's time for him to go. Um, and I'm not saying like get rid of him like that or nothing like that. But I'm talking about for him to make his own decision to go ahead and make moves so that he can go ahead and branch out and then start, uh, building his own legacy on his own with another team. Because I don't think he wants to play second fiddle to nobody. I don't think he wants to play second fiddle. But yeah, it's like competition within competition. That's what they doing. Yeah, y'all. But um, I just wanted to get on here, man, and talk my ish for a little bit, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. I got some more heat dropping. We not gonna stop around here. We gonna keep on grinding. We gonna keep on climbing. We gonna keep on creeping. We gonna keep on crawling. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Like I said, man, I'm in a little construction phase right now. It's always a method to my madness. So just look out for me as I continue to build things. I appreciate everybody pulling up. I thank you for the support from each and every one of y'all. Everybody that had all my day ones, all my new subs, helping the progression of this channel. Whether it's you showing up on the live stream, whether it's you commenting, even the people that don't necessarily mess with my channel like that, and they come here and they troll. I appreciate y'all too. You know what I'm saying? I'm nothing without any of y'all, but make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too so that you are notified. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole Lions Den, both basketball and boxing communities. Until then, straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I'll get at y'all later.